Aren't you a pretty birdie, huh? Yes. Oh, no. I still need that ear. Leave that alone. Well, there's no need to get angry. I'm sorry that I forgot to feed you your dessert last night. Heavens to Betsy. Well, yes, you'll get your marmalade cake tonight. Silly bird. Oh, hi there. I didn't see you. What can I do for you today? Oh. And have you ever owned an owl before? Or rather, adopted an owl before, because in many respects they end up owning you, don't they? Well, as long as you show them who's boss right from the start, then you're okay, but no, more often than not they seem to take charge. So now, are you looking for an owl as a companion, or a method of delivery, essentially? A messenger, if you will. Oh, all right. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at our, more friendly owls, and then we can go from there. Terrific. So now, do you have any preference about the color of your owl, or the disposition, anything of that nature? All right. So, our first owl here, named Henry, because he's roughly 3 years old, lovely white plumage, with black spots here and there. He's been with us for round about a month or so. He flew in one day and just wouldn't leave. I had a heart-to-heart with him the other day about whether it was really best for him to stick around or to rejoin his wild group, but, oh yes, I speak Owlish. Oh, it's all just a series of hoots and random other noises, but primarily hoots, of course. It's also in the eyes. You have to look them right in the eye, and while you're talking, of course, and yeah. Oh, well, there's books about it in the library. That's not how I learned. I was actually taught by my great-grandmother, who, she was quite a talented owl translator, actually. And anyway, Henry is quite unique in that he is a vegetarian owl, so he will not eat the usual food, such as mice, some other small rodents, the odd insect or two. He prefers leafy greens, he loves tomatoes, and, every now and again he'll like a ginger snap cookie. Most of my owls have gotten, quite a sweet tooth since they've been here. Yes, I like to spoil them every now and again and give them a little treat after their dinner. If I don't, well, then they let me know about it. So, this next one here is Gwendolyn. It's a lovely jet black color. She's a little feisty. She's 5 years old and very strong-willed. She knows exactly what she wants, and, well, she won't give up until she gets it. She used to be a messenger owl until she decided to, join the companion circuit. Yes, she's actually been with one other owner who, he didn't care very much for her stubbornness, so he brought her back after a day or two. They just didn't mesh well, and I think that's the key. You have to find an owl who you can, who you feel comfortable with, and vice versa. Yes. Well, no, Gwendolyn, I do feel it's only fair to tell you this. She does have a bit of a, well, bit of a snobbish nature. Yes, she was born with that proverbial silver spoon in her mouth, so she likes things like caviar, quail eggs, oddly enough, and, yes, the more expensive things in life. Pâté is one of her favorites. This next one here is named Elmer, and he is one of our most sweet-natured birds. Or owls, I should say. They don't like being called birds. They're a breed all their own. I made the mistake of calling one of them a bird one day, kind of in passing, and, well, they gave me the silent treatment for a good week. Now, Elmer, he is 7 years old, so he's one of our older birds. And but he's very calm and very sympathetic. If you ever feel as though you're a bit down or sad about something, he'll do his very best to cheer you up. He makes the most wonderful faces, and he can even do impressions of certain people that he's been exposed to. For instance, he was in Hogwarts for probably a year or so, in the eaves of Hogwarts. I don't think he belonged to anyone necessarily, kind of meandered about, a free spirit and all. And he can mimic several of the people who were there at the time. Let's see, he does a fantastic Professor McGonagall, and even a Hagrid impression that will, well, it'll fool even the most discerning critics. All right, let's see who else. Oh, here's Lilia. She is our princess of the group. Very sweet, very good-natured. She's 2 years old, so she's rather on the young side. And she's got these lovely purple tinges all throughout. Most of her feathers are an ivory color, but you see there on the tips of some of them it's this light, almost light purple color, and that's why we call her Lilia. Lilac, yeah. So she's the most adventurous of all of our owls. Yes, she's always searching for some kind of trouble to get into, but she always manages to find a way out of it, sometimes with our help. But I don't know, something about Lilia is quite unique. She'll eat just about anything, and she's always up for a challenge. But she is quite a humble owl, so it's a unique personality blend there. This last one here is Lucas. And Lucas, what can I say about Lucas? Lucas likes to eat. He's a little bit plumper than our other owls. Lovely color, almost a chocolate brown. And his eyes are absolutely gorgeous, almost a bluish green color. I call it aquamarine. And Lucas will eat you out of house and home if you're not careful. He likes the fattier foods. He likes fish and chips and chocolate and any sort of candy he can get his little talons on. So you do have to be careful. He oddly enough doesn't go for the typical owl foods such as rodents and things like that. Instead, he leans more toward table scraps and things of that variety. Yeah. So you do have to be careful. He's been known to even sneak into a fridge every now and again when the mood strikes him. All right, so do you think that any of these birds might make a good companion for you? Oh, good, yes. I'm sure you two will become fast friends. Now, will you be purchasing a cage for them as well? Well, we have quite a few cages here. We have the golden gilded cages, and we have brass and silver. We even have some that are encrusted with various jewels and yes, oh, quite lovely. We can also personalize it for you, so we can engrave it with the name of your bird, or your name, so that if it is ever lost, it can be returned to you. Though owls are very good about that. If they are out of their cage, they can fly right back to you. It's a bit like a homing beacon built into their brains. But if they are stuck in the cage, that can be problematic, hence the need for engraving upon the cages themselves. But I have known a bird or two, or an owl or two, goodness, who can make their, basically pick locks and make their way out of a locked cage, even from within, so... Oh, yes. Well, there was even an owl once, around about 2 years ago, who was arrested on charges of thievery. Yes. Well, he was acting completely independent of his owner, and, well, he was breaking into flourish and blots and reading all hours of the night, and then I believe he even made his way to Honeydukes and helped himself to all of their treats. It was quite a sight. Oh, yes. All right, well, yes, if you do need any cages, a new cage, feel free to come back and let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you. Now, you're with the tourist group, so your owl, there are no adoption fees for you. Yes, it's covered within your package. So, I wish you the best of luck with your new pet. Or companion. I don't like the word pet either. I will have, Susan ring you up over there and give you some minor instructions. Pretty much just what I've told you, but, yes. Yes. Well, it was wonderful meeting you, and I do hope to see you again soon. And if you have any problems or any questions, please feel free to come back in and see me.